Shalom, Kol Halalim, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kakadash. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of our millstone. Peace and salutations and blessings to all you brothers out there teaching this word in truth and sincerity on the highways and hedges. Shalom to the elect. I'm gonna do a video. I just got back from the res on yesterday. I've been out there, and when I say the res, I'm speaking of the Navajo reservation, all right? And on that reservation, there's a place called Navajo National Monument. It's a real spiritual place, okay? Because my grandmother, right, her family, her people are from there, okay? Inscription House, all right? Sa, Bikin, Broken Pottery. These are all people that live there today. You go over there. This is pretty much the area I was in. Inscription House, okay? The place is called Keat Seal and Bedakankin cliff dwellings, okay? And these are places left by a certain people that left, or that predated, the people that my family claims to be, which is Navajo Indians, right? So before they were Navajo Indians, they were something else, man, right? And it's all spiritual because, of course, they were Israelites. They are indeed Israelites, right? It says Kit Seal or Kit Seal in the Dene, which is what we call ourselves. It's Kisil, which is what the Navajo people call themselves, which stands for broken house in Navajo, is a well-preserved cliff dwelling of the ancient Anasazi people located in a branch of the Segi Canyon, right? And the Anasazi people, right, they're myth and legend, right? It shows you where it's at. The myth and legend has it that, oh yeah, they just disappeared, nobody know what happened to them. And even my grandmother, right, I asked her, like, oh, what did the Navajo people say about it? She says, there's rumors that the Most High just took them out of there, either by chariot and brought them back up, or put them down. But the spirit really leads it to that the Most High might have just abducted their ass in the chariots, okay? Which is a spirit, very spiritual, right? Because I'm gonna break it down to you that, okay, those were Israelites, right? These were people, all right, the ancient Mayans, the Anasazi, okay. This is Bedakankin, yeah, real beautiful place. All right, it's pretty trippy, right? There are caves there. They're living in the cliffs of the rock. Don't try to say they're Edomites, all right? But hey, they were living that in a way that wasn't, the Most High definitely wasn't with, right? Because he totally got rid of them. There's Esau, climbing on it. I didn't go that far down, but you can, I was with my, I wasn't able to go down. But you see, it's a real beautiful place, right? It's crazy how the Most High did that and how some people would end up living there, of all places. But from what, they say that the water was probably up to there at the time, But since the water has gone down, there's still water there, But at the time where these people were there, which was around 750 BC E, right? Before our Lord's era. And I looked in the Mayans, right? I'm going to bring out some scriptures in a second. Okay, and link it all back in. But just to prove it, the Mayans, right, they developed around 750 BC, all right? This devil, right, he said, oh, before the 2000 classic period, yeah, they made all these things up, first complex societies. But the cities were developed around 750 BCE, all right? That's when it really got popping, all these things they find. And the same thing with the Anasazis. Okay, and I had it here. Yep. a timeline, a really good timeline. I'll put the link in the description. Okay, world secular history, year, month, day, Christian history, and Jewish history. Right? It says divided kingdom, 900 BCE to 700 BC. Okay, King Solomon at his death. Right, these are the other region Egyptian pharaohs, Damascus, and it goes all the way down. Right, and it even notes the precepts of the time, and it makes everything real clear. Okay. Uh, you should know this white man, he's a devil, right? He doesn't ever want to go in this history. And you go down, right? So it starts at, of course, this Jeroboam and Rehoboam, okay? They both split, okay? And I'm just going to go down towards the time of course, he even notes Obadiah and other prophets, Jonah, Hosea, which is around 750 BC. All right. Homer, 750 BC, that's the Greeks, right, which were also Israelites, who made that story. And it goes all the way down to here, 722 BC, okay? Slaves, northern tribes, go into captivity. 2 Kings 17:2 and 23, okay? And it says here, it notes Salmanassar, 5th king of Syria, Sargon, the 2nd king of Assyria, okay? So after Salmanassar passed, this guy, Sargon, king of Assyria, is probably putting way too much hell, which we know that's what happens, putting way too much hell on Israel, nearly wanting to exterminate them. So they had to go, all right? They go into captivity, and after that captivity, where do they go? I'm going to read it. This is 2nd Ezra 13 and 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanassar the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow places of the river, for the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region was called Arsareth. Then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come. Okay, so I'll finish it up. The highest shall stay, the springs of the stream again, that they may go through. Therefore sawest thou the multitude with peace. All right. But those that be left behind of thy people are they that are found within my borders. Okay, so they were totally removed out of the land of Israel. Okay, and who was left behind? The kingdom of Judah, and who left? Is the 10 tribes, the kingdom of Israel. Okay, and they took counsel among themselves and say, "Hey, we got to get out of here." All right, using the reasoning that they might keep their statutes, in which they were definitely using high-level knowledge in order to live this way, right? But this is just one part, which was closer to where my direct ancestors come from. But there's another place where all our direct ancestors come, because we're all our people. You know, we as Israelites, you know, these are part of our people, right? These ancient people that live this way, and that just magically disappeared, supposedly. Okay. What's it gonna get? This one, Kit Seal. There's a waterfall that goes right down it. And you can see that this is around that time. That's the one that's Salak. That's the one I want to look. Chaco Canyon, right? Chaco Canyon, it's like, you know, everything is like perfectly aligned. with uh, you know, the heavens and the signs, right? Because our people, everything goes back to astronomy, with high level knowledge our people had, right? And the Mayans, of course, right? If you look about the Chichen Itza, I'm not going to go into it. You know, everything, you know, the whole structure of it is based upon the moon, the movement of the moon, the constellations, the solstices, the new moons, okay, the super moons. It's all spiritual, right? Because that's how the Most High set our people up, okay. No other cultures were doing this or have done it, all right. The East Indians weren't doing this high level shit, so to speak, right? The Chinese, the Moabites, Ammonites, they know everything they've done, man. They made some tea and some firecrackers, all right? And the rest, a lot of the other stuff they supposedly high knowledge they got from us. They're goddamn heathen, man. So obviously these people that lived here were on a high level, man. They were Israelites, okay? So the Most High showed them signs, and it took a year and a half for them to go. So it proves that they traveled all the way over here to this land, North America, South America, and the Caribbean. That takes a year and a half, straight up. That's a long ways to go. It doesn't take a year and a half to go to Rome from there to go to, Asia Minor. Okay? And it's all spiritual because this white man, he tries to mess up the times, but it lines up. Everything lines up. All right? It's hard for him to tell the truth, you know? But the truth is in the scriptures, right? And we find that out. So I'll post this this timeline here. I haven't checked it out. I just came across this site. It looks pretty cool. But this is definitely, you know, edifying, you know, for myself and for the rest of you brothers that know the times, okay? Because they don't teach you. Like the apostles, our elders have always taught us is to go into the history because they go into the history. So this is, important stuff. And, so this place, Chaco Canyon, is around the same time. You could look it up. It's no different than like the Chichen Itza and places like that. And like the brothers and like all the history of this area, not far as Los Lunas guide stone. Los Lunas, I'll bring that up. Decalogue stone, right? Not far away is Los Lunas, and of course the brothers were there. I talked to this beautiful brother, man, about his experience, man. It's real spiritual. It's all spiritual. Everything's there in that little area, the southwest. Okay, and I was out there recently for this past week. No Wi-Fi, no no electricity, no running water. Living in a hogan, man. That's how people still live out there, or how you have to live out there. And my just a generation ago they were living like that. It's no different. Everything's just changed in a matter of my lifetime, right? Because I remember growing up that there were cell phones, but they were big bulky things. You couldn't carry them around. They didn't serve a purpose like they do today. Okay, so that's another lesson. All right, so let me bring this out. This is Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I'll cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. And that's what's happened to our people. Okay? He's discontinued from our heritage. All of a sudden, our people were living like this, and they stopped. Okay? Why is that? That's because the Most High put in the scriptures. Okay? He had to set it up so for we could come into the knowledge now, man. Because chances are these people that lived, during these civilizations, right, the Most High had to zap them, man. Either take them straight into the chariots, which is what a lot of my people, our people, their so-called myth or legend of it is that, right? That the Most High just straight abducted them. And there's a place, Meteor. Meteor Creator National Landmarks Flags. I think this is it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is it. And then they actually say, the so-called white man, right? He says this was caused by a meteor, right? But our people actually say this is where the chariot just came and got him, you know? This is where the white man said the chariots killed the dinosaurs. We know the dinosaurs didn't make it, man. They didn't make the flood. Whatever crazy creatures that existed before the flood, the Most High had to destroy. They were unclean. Okay? But yeah, from what the legend is, that's the legend, it's not scriptures. But the scriptures do say is that that's very spiritual, man. The Most High has taken our people into chariots before. Did he not do it to the Lord himself? He did it. He did it to Elijah, okay, and he could do it to a whole. He said he could just raise us up from stone. So everything the Most High does is beautiful, right? All right, and this is Daniel's 2:20. Daniel answered and said, "Blessed be the name of the Most High forever and ever, for wisdom and might are His. And He changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding." All right, because the Creator, our Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Akakadash, right? This is everything in His Spirit, and He gave us His Son and the Word for us to go by, and He'll give us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to understand. Okay, those had to be the Israelites. Okay, it ain't because it ain't happening. It ain't happening to these other nations, man. This is strictly always dealing with who? Dealing with the Kingdom of Israel, so-called Latinos, Native Americans, or dealing with the straight-up Kingdom of Judah, so-called blacks, so-called African Americans, so-called Caribbeans, so-called Haitians. Okay, and their history of being in West Africa, and their history of being up and around Europe. See, the white man, he just took Jake's history and sat up on it, man. Like, he's great. All right, but the Most High, He took it away from our people on this side, man. Straight up, took it away from them, and He could do that. He could change the time of the seasons. This is how the Most High operates. Okay, He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with Him. Right, so He's revealing it to us that these people are the Israelites. There's a reason why there's the dead. Only this could be in the Southwest. What else do you find there? You find this, You find all kinds of the Most High's creations dealing with who? His people, the Israelites. Okay? And who was living there before you goddamn devils came here? The Israelites. And they can only really trace back a lot of them to what time? The time our people went into this captivity. Around 700 BC. Okay, around this time. All right, we're not sure when exactly, but it's in this time. And it took a year and a half for them to move. And this devil, his whole thing is the to change everything, all right? And this is Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. And so the Most High, he set this devil up, man, right? And us to go be in his hand for a time. And now we're at the dividing of time. And this devil, he tries to change the times and the laws, and he's doing that. Oh, yeah, the Mayans over here, 2,000 years BC, yeah, then I could prove it because I could go on my carbon dating and make up any number I want. But in all actuality and reality, you can't. Right? Because now we're in the time, right, where the Most High sent up the Israelites as the authorities on this type of knowledge, right? And brothers out there have high level knowledge when it comes to these scriptures. Okay? Let me go back to that. This is and he shall speak, Daniel 7:25, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and time, the dividing of times. All right? So, the so-called, of course, there's more, but the everything in this video I wanted to show you, brothers, is that it's real spiritual, okay? It's real spiritual because the white man, he tries to change the times, but the times is where? In the scriptures. Okay, that's where the truth is at. That's where everything goes back to, the scriptures. All right, and it goes back to what? The spirit. Because you people, the guys who did this timeline, right? Whoever set this up, they don't know. They don't know what this means. They can't break this down to you, man. They don't understand this. They just plug in numbers. Okay, we can actually, the spirit actually revealed it to us to understand this. Okay, and this is Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh Shem Yahushua Bashem Kakadash, right? Nobody else. All right, just us, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those who go back to the Israelites who are scattered amongst all the different nations of the four corners of the earth. Because it's all spiritual that we happen to be the Israelites. Okay? So, with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. And Lord willing, that was edifying. And until next time, Shalom.